Bugatti stores a modest bunch of generally critical autos in a beautiful building found a short distance from its processing plant. One doesn't mix in with whatever is left of the accumulation. It's a little, yellow and dark two-seater named Type 56 that looks more like a horseless carriage than a terrific pre-winning machine. It wasn't intended to race. Ettore Bugatti, the organization's author, assembled the electric runabout in 1931 to drive on his property. Why go electric? It doesn't require an enormous jump of creative ability to picture Bugatti wonderfully floating around his home in a decommissioned race auto. The appropriate response likely lies in convenience. In the 1930s, it required significantly less push to begin an electric auto than one outfitted with a gas-controlled motor. Size may be another factor in this condition. The Type 56 is noticeably shorter and smaller than a Smart Fortwo, so it presses through limited ways easily and brags a tight turning span. Julius Gruta, Bugatti's head of convention, demonstrated to us proper methodologies to work it. The driver sits on the correct side of the seat and uses his left hand to turn the front wheels with a watercraft-like tiller. From that point, the Type 56 turns out to be astoundingly straightforward to drive. It's not as overwhelming as it has all the earmarks of being at first look. Subsequent to discharging the stopping brake, getting the auto into adapt requires pushing down on a foot-impelled, spring-stacked bolt and utilizing the shorter of the two levers that stand out from the wood floor to remove the auto from stop and pick forward or turn around. The taller lever chooses one of the four riggings, which are altogether accessible in the two bearings of movement. Power originates from an electric engine mounted specifically finished the back pivot. It's gotten from, however not indistinguishable to, the starter engine utilized as a part of a portion of Bugatti's greater autos. It makes a solitary torque, which speaks to minimal and excessive and adjusting blunder on the Chiron's determination sheet. Batteries covered up under the seat pad destroy the engine enthusiastically for up to 40 minutes. Charging them takes 2 or 3 hours. The 770-pound Type 56 has a best speed of around 20 miles per hour. It was completely road lawful when it was new. It stayed aware of stallion-drawn carriages and a significant number of the comparatively estimated runabouts crisscrossing through the district at the time. Giving it a chance to free in the present movement would mean gambling passing by hybrid. From the 16-barrel motor's full sit without moving to the whoosh of the quad turbochargers, Clam Report raised the Chiron Encounter nearly as much as increasing speed and hard and fast speed. A glaring difference, the Type 56 moves quietly, the main noticeable sound originating from the tight Longstone tires leveling the rock scattered around the stately 3-story palace Bugatti bought when he moved to Molsheim, a residential community in the Alsatian farmland his organization still calls home. In spite of the fact that it didn't impact Bugatti's consequent models, the Type 56 isn't an entire outcast in the company's family tree. It's outfitted with mechanical drum brakes just on the back pivot, much the same as a portion of Bugatti's autos through the 1920s. On a moment and all the more enduring level, the Type 56 eminently shows the colossal lengths Bugatti will go to with a specific end goal to keep its clients fulfilled. Bugatti didn't outline the Type 56 as a generation auto. He never imagined a pompous car exhibition prologue to the flying of flashbulbs. He would have been content with building a solitary illustration and keeping it for his own utilization. His designs out of the blue changed when customers going by the Molsheim domain recognized the auto and got some information about buying one. The firm soon had a little request book to fill, including one put by Belgian Lord Leopold III for his significant other Astrid. A prominent Bugatti master, Cruton noted only 10 cases of the Type 56 were worked in the vicinity of 1931 and 1936, a measurement that makes it one of the organization's rare autos. To include setting, Bugatti made 450 cases of the Veyron and it intends to end Chiron generation after it finishes 500 units. 4 Type 56s survive today, incorporating 3 in unique condition and 1 that got a full reclamation. The auto in Bugatti's gathering is one of the unrestored cases. The batteries have definitely been supplanted, and the firm modernized the charging framework for well-being reasons, yet whatever is left of it is unique down to the upholstery and a delicate best. There are bits of gossip about a 5th survivor concealed someplace in Canada, however nobody has figured out how to pinpoint the correct area of this last case of a captivating commentary in Bugatti's history yet.